I can see what you mean when you mention here there a little bit the loss of rhythm. So with her, very important that we go early on to some tempo changes, not flying changes, but tempo changes, riding in between a little bit forward. Yeah, that's okay. Good, stay a bit on the circle and ride on the circle a few transitions as in a little lengthening forward, yeah, a little bit forward in canter. Good, don't be afraid to bend a little bit more to the inside. Always appreciate a very quiet mouth, a quiet tail. Very good. Okay, and she seems very elastic through the pole, so that's good. If you feel here and there you want to make the staff rein more your dominating rein than the curb, of course, fine with me. Yeah, good. But a few more transitions. Yeah, a little lengthening. Go forward. Good, and collect. And now. Yes, we could clearly see when you ride a lengthening how beautifully the canter cleans up, so to speak. It really becomes a nice 3-beat canter. So go ahead and collect a bit more, and then from there we go back to the lengthening. Collect a little more, So even more. Good, yeah, like the aiding of your leg. That's good. I don't see here a exaggerated support from your leg when you collect her. I see the leg having contact with the horse, but I appreciate that we don't have a consistent driving aid every stride to tell the horse, please collect, stay in front of me, straight in front of me. So I like this. And lengthen again, and let's take a look again when we ride forward. A little more, a little more, a little more. Now it's a perfectly clean 3-beat canter. That's great. Good. And a moment back to the walk, Jeff, when you're ready. Prepare the walk. We can clearly see the hind legs are coming under. What I'd love to see is that you collect just a bit more before you ask for the walk transition. Yeah, that she's a bit more on the hind leg, and ride a few walk halt transitions real quick. Let's see if we can simply take that little extra forward energy out of the equation. Yeah? So, and halt again, take your time in the halt. Good, and see if you can just let go of one rein, give her a little pat on the side, and halt again. Yeah, so what I would do with her over and over again, especially if you ask for something more exciting, such as flying changes or pirouettes, we always go a moment back to the walk, the halt, and make sure that this is working. You know, on the one side, yes, we love the energy, but too much energy can work against us. And halt again. Better. Good. And then walk again. See if we can keep a little bit of a slower tempo. Let's see if we can go from there to an extended walk. And teach her, the second you give the rein, it has nothing to do with running away. Yeah? So that we really think about those extremely difficult points in the collected walk and the extended walk. Yeah? Good. And halt again. No problem. You give her a little time. That's good. And walk again. That's it. And we try this throughout the workout a bit more. You know, she's certainly the type of horse I wouldn't work very hard. I would work her a little bit longer. As in, you know, I would probably be on her for an hour, but then half an hour of this would be constantly the walk exercises. Over and over again, seeing if I can ride a transition from the collected walk to the extended walk and vice versa, adding the halt transition in there, you know, just telling her we appreciate the sensitivity, we appreciate the energy, but we have to show the judges the relaxation. At one point, 7-8 years ago, there were some suggestions from some riders in Europe that we should should take the walk out of the dressage test, and I think it's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Yeah? We really need to show, next to this extravagant excitement in piaffe passage and pirouettes and one-tempies, we have to show the relaxation afterwards. Yeah? And we have to test this every single time. Every single workout. That's great. Good. Okay, very good. Okay, Jeff, let's go ahead and change direction. That's it. And then let's go a moment to the right lead canter. And since you mentioned that the canter pirouettes are here, they're a little tricky for her, it wouldn't be a good idea to work on those towards the end of the workout when the horse might be a little bit fatigued. So we start some difficult movements for her. We start those relatively early in the workout when the horse is strong. That's good, but keep changing the tempo in canter. Yeah, we saw here before when you were on the left circle how beautifully, there you go, how beautifully the canter cleans up and it becomes a really true 3-beat when you just ride it a bit forward. Of course we can't ride her consistently this forward in the test. Yeah, so we ride tons of transitions, not just from a extended canter, we know that the canter will get even better there. But from a working canter, maybe slowly coming to a medium canter, back to the pirouette canter, which is, of course, a higher degree of connection than just the collected canter. Yes? And go. Good. This was a good training opportunity over there, Jeff. When you collected her, she broke a moment to the trot. That's the moment I would make use of, and I would push her just a little quicker forward into the canter. That she knows there's another gear in between the working canter and the trot, which is the collected canter, the pirouette canter. Even more. Yes, good, there you go, good job. And go forward to a lengthening. Next time when you bring her back from a lengthening, come back to this canter that you had there. A little more. Lengthen, yes. Feel this is the canter I'm looking for. Beautiful. Now come to the pirouette canter. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, 7, 8. Good, 8 strides to the pirouette canter. Now do it in 3 to 4 strides. You follow me? And of course, I'm asking a bit more there, but and if this doesn't happen in one day, no problem. But that's got to be your goal. Yeah. So when a horse comes energetically, good job, comes energetically into an extension and needs to balance the transition within 3 to 4 strides. In order to balance the transition, the hind legs engage. Yeah. And before you know it, it becomes more of a mental exercise instead of just physically driving the hind legs underneath the horse. Good. And lengthen again. More. More. A little more. There it is. Beautiful. Okay. And collect again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Okay, let's give her a break for that, and we go again. Back to the idea that we saw in the beginning. I would start with the halt right there. When she, when she's coming to the walk, her tendency is to rush a little bit. Yeah? Of course, I'm not telling you anything new there. So that's the moment where I say, you know what? Let's go a moment to the halt. Let's stay in the halt. Yeah? That's it. And wait there for a moment, if possible, if she has the temperament for it, where you can just say, look, this is good, we're just going to stand still, and but even though I'm giving you the rein, it doesn't mean that we need to go forward. Yeah? Good, and turn. When the horse backs up by herself, turn her. That's it. And try the halt again. So, it's okay, mama. Good. Okay. Very good. And walk again. And then slowly see if you can come a bit more to an extended walk. Looks like you're having fun there, Zoe. Or he's having fun. When I see this, I think it's always a good idea when the horses have a party and we're invited. Sometimes we're not invited, and it's different. Good. So we think a moment about your leg position. Right there we have the stirrup a little bit far. I'm sorry, your foot is a little bit far in the stirrup. And consequently, the lower leg slides a little bit too far forward. Yeah? See if you can find your stirrup right under the ball of the foot and take the leg a little bit more back so that the toe is underneath the knee. The toe is the knee. See if you can take your leg a little back.